Jeff looked at the tornado but was close at hand, not listening to Mark's words. Leaning down again, reinforcing the cable again, until the tornado was in front of him, he rushed to his feet. He ran towards the car. The door was just closed, and the tornado came roaring in. Mark leaned back in his seat, clutching the armrest, confident of the steel spikes he'd driven down. The cables on the sides of the caravan lasted only a second before the strong wind snapped them. The car was in chaos. Caught unawares, Mark was almost thrown out of his seat, and that's not all. The cable at the rear of the car soon breaks. The 8-ton caravan was blown into the air. The caravan swayed with the wind. Luckily, the tornado came and went as quickly as it did. After a loud bang, the caravan crashed to the ground. Mark was knocked unconscious, but miraculously he was unhurt. He didn't have time to rejoice. He checked inside the car. The dog yawned. He says he's fine. And the mechanical dog grabbed a stuffed animal. He said it was the only casualty of the accident. It was then that Mark's eyes widened in fear. He couldn't believe he had escaped. After a short break, Mark stepped out of the car. He was surprised to find the cable he had tied himself to had all snapped in two. Only the one Jeff was responsible for was still firmly anchored to the ground. Mark stole a glance at Jeff, who was being silly. He thought to himself that he had been saved by a robot. But soon he began to worry again. The left front wheel of the car was almost dead. He had a spare tire, but no jack to change it. In a world in crisis, no car is a death sentence. But just as Mark was getting desperate, Jeff behind him gave a little push. He lifted the front end of the car, which weighed several tons. He gave them a thumbs up with glee. Surprised, Mark changed the tires, and with the kick of the accelerator, he kept going.